So the first time that I kind of realised that cannabis did directly affect my psychosis or mental health, whatever you want to call my experiences. I mean, I will say that I will admit now that I probably have got a correct diagnosis of schizophrenia. However, in the past when I've been ill, I've had little insight into that sort of at first. And the first time I really directly could say I need to stop using the cannabis because it's causing me mental distress was after I'd been sectioned under the Mental Health Act. I'd been locked up for about 12 months at that point. And I smoked cannabis after abstaining from cannabis for 12 months. And these symptoms hit me just straight away as soon as I smoked just one spliff. I basically was on a locked unit. I had one spliff, and all of a sudden my voices returned sort of much stronger than they had been for the past 8, 9, 10 months. And yeah, I basically had full-blown psychosis again, which I'd kind of recovered from following smoking a spliff. Now, it didn't necessarily hit me straight away at that very second as all these symptoms hit me, but they did hit me like switching on a switch. And I'm not saying then I suddenly had insight and thought, oh, I mustn't smoke cannabis. But as I kind of lived my life, after that spliff and kind of gradually got a bit better as it got out of my system, which took weeks, I kind of thought, it probably is well, I didn't think there probably is a link. I thought there definitely is a link because I'd been, I had very few symptoms and suddenly they were all full blown again, like the height of my psychosis. So for me, it's very clear. I didn't touch cannabis again then after that one smoke. I got discharged from hospital. I lived in the community for quite a while. In fact, I lived in the community for about 7 years without smoking any cannabis. And I got to a point in my life where I thought, I wonder if I could get away with smoking cannabis. So kind of with a bit of trepidation, I suppose, I tried smoking cannabis again and was immediately hit by psychotic symptoms. Voices, delusions, massive paranoia, people watching me, people reading my mind. And all this is, as soon as I'd smoked this tiny little spliff, those things came back to me. And I basically, I ended up sectioned again, is the long and short of it. And that was, people say to me that's because you were expecting that and you just had a spliff and it's going to happen if you're expecting it. And I wasn't. For me, there's definitely a link there that the actual chemicals in the cannabis cause psychosis. The only time recently that I've had problems with cannabis and psychosis and symptoms has been when I've been passive smoking cannabis. So I'm almost so finely tuned, if you like, that if I passive smoke, so it has to be a fairly small room and it has to be someone going full tilt with a strong spliff. But I can smell it in the street and I don't go mental. but I've been in a small room, someone smoked a spliff, and for the next couple of days I've had fleeting thoughts of my psychosis that I get when I'm psychotic. So I've had things like stopping the car at green lights because I thought someone was reading my mind and things like that. And that's from simply passive smoking. So, to me, the link is definitely there and definitely clear.